Welcome to Life in Japan. Today we're going to talk about Japanese snack flavor bombs. Yeah, I'm not a huge snacker. Although, as far as Japanese snacks go, there is one I really love, and I get it, yeah, once every 3 or 4 months.
Mm.
And I'll show you that in a minute. But how about you, Dan? Do you snack
There,
at all, or
yeah, me too. There's one sweet snack that I really like. There are a couple, but one that I particularly like that I find myself. I rarely buy them because when I buy them, I tend to munch through them at a much too high a rate. So
absolutely that can happen?
you know,
Yeah, for sure. So yeah,
hello,
I
Melbourne
think.
Dave.
Oh, good.
Theo,
Okay.
hello,
Yeah,
Theo,
Melbourne Dave. Melbourne Dave. Cool.
Theo.
They know you, Dan.
Yep, yep. A couple of
That's
my
great.
regular viewers there. Yes.
Theo.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
Theo's there.
Okay, yeah. So what is your snack called?
Karinto.
Do you remember? Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Carinto. I know that.
Yeah, it's
It's like a brown sugar snack, isn't it?
right. Yeah, it's this. It's made with flour and brown sugar and yeast or whatever. It's kind of a crunchy little um, cracker, or it's a tubular thing about as big around as your finger, or maybe gets as big as
Mm-hmm.
your thumb, maybe. So range
Mm-hmm.
about like your fingers do, from the size of your little finger up to the thickness of your thumb, and
Right.
usually about that long too, and they're coated in sweetness. My favorite are the kokuto, the black, the
Yeah.
really dark black brown sugar that they use for the coating. Those are my favorites.
I've had those, yeah, before. They're deep fried, right? Deep
Right.
fried
Yep.
dough sticks, basically, yeah.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, coated as you said in brown sugar. Yeah, they're really good. They're really
Mm,
good.
yep.
I'll show you mine. The one I like. I love this. I have to get this every couple months. This is kare sen, right? Which
Ah.
is a curry flavored senbei.
Hmm.
And senbei, of course, is a Japanese rice cracker. And they've got really a really excellent curry flavor. Of course, I'm sure they're like laden with sodium and MSG and all kinds of chemicals, right? So, and they are pretty addictive. So that's
Hmm.
why I don't get them very often,
Yeah, that's
but
interesting.
they're really good.
The Corinto, I think, are based on a wheat flour, but the senbei, and or I guess
Yeah,
the more traditional Japanese snacks are the senbei with the made from rice and so on. That's
right.
something. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I don't find myself craving the traditional rice flour based snacks, the
Hmm.
senbei and
Hmm.
so on. That's
Some of them aren't that tasty. You're right, and
mm.
some of them, you know,
I mean,
uh,
they're not bad, but just the riceness of it. I mean, I'm used to either potato chips or crackers, flour crackers and so on. So rice snacks just they don't hit any deep memories of things that I really want to snack on, I guess.
hey man, here you go, brother.
Uh,
Right, this is It even says Indian spice. Yeah,
mm,
Indian spice,
or-
soft rice cracker. It's not soft though; it's crunchy.
right, yeah. But
So
well,
that's why I like it too. The
some of them
crunch.
are so. I mean, some of them will almost break your tooth. I mean, some of those rice crackers are
Mm,
quite hard.
they are. They
Yeah.
are. I don't know if you remember the American rice crackers, the round ones. They're almost like puffed.
Oh, those things. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
those things are tasteless, and that's not a real senbei or a rice cracker,
No,
right?
no, 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 not at all.
It's
Yeah, puffed rice in a
puffed rice. Yeah,
biscuit shape. Yeah, those are terrible.
yeah, those are terrible. There's really no taste in there whatsoever, right? Yeah. Yeah, the cut in toe is good though.
Those are that like I
This
said, that's the one that I really like.
should I open it and have a bite?
Sure, sure.
Or maybe I should save them. I'll probably give them away to students later because I really don't do it. I really don't have them very often. I didn't have breakfast. I'm kind of peckish today.
There's a
So
picture
I'll just,
of some Corinto. These are not the my favorite type of Corinto, but there's a picture of the Corinto. Like I said, they're about this. These look to be about the size of my little finger and about the length. And yeah, these are covered with a lighter sugar, not the dark black sugar that I really like.
those are very good. Yes. Uh-huh.
How is Japanese chocolate? Japanese chocolate is it's some of it is
It's
good.
not
It
bad.
depends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite good.
Um,
Hmm.
there are
Hmm.
certain brands that I like and certain brands that I don't really care for. Um,
Hmm. Yeah, Meiji actually makes a good chocolate that I
and
really like.
Meiji, Morinaga is
Hmm.
not bad. The major
Morinaga.
one, Lotte, but I have some pretty good. But what is it that
Oh yeah, Poki
Kabaya?
as
Kabaya. Have you ever had
ah
Kabaya chocolate?
Kabaya have, yes. Uh-huh.
That just doesn't do
That's
it for
quite
me. I
good.
just as soon not eat as to eat that. And I'm a
Yeah, I don't
chocolate
mind
lover.
that so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poki, yeah, Poki, the long chocolate covered pretzel sticks are pretty good too. Have
This
you ever
is
had
a
those?
live. This is live. Grilled cheeses.
Yeah,
First time for
grilled
grilled cheeses.
cheeses.
Yeah.
Grilled cheeses.
Yeah.
Great name, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. That's excellent. I've heard of Pocky.
Um,
Yeah. Pocky is good. Pocky.
Poki is good. I like Poki, yeah,
Yeah.
too. It was funny when I was first in Japan. I brought home to America some Meiji chocolate covered almonds. Okay.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
And my dad just fell in love with those. He's like, I gotta have Meiji almonds. Every
Okay.
time I went home, he's bring some Meiji almonds. Send me some Meiji almonds, right? And then my
Mm,
mom fell in love with them too. So
mm, mm,
every
mm.
time I go, I take home some Meiji chocolate covered almonds. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the Meiji's a good chocolate. It's not too sweet,
Right, right.
I think. Yeah.
It is good.
Uh,
Yeah, the Meiji.
pretty good.
Yeah, and when we go, it's Meiji chocolate they all really
Mhm.
want. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
seems to be the brand they appreciate the most. It probably is the best. Yeah, Morinaga,
I think
Lotte
it's really
are,
good.
are good, but yeah, Meiji's probably the best.
Meiji's, yeah, Meiji's probably the best. Yeah. And yes, have you ever eaten a pizza like a taco? Sure. You mean fold it up and eat it that way? Yeah. Yes, I have many
Absolutely.
times. Yeah.
Is there any other way?
Because yeah, that's kind of the way New Yorkers eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm
Uh,
from Iowa near Chicago, right? And so Chicago style pizza, it's a little difficult to do because you got that thick crust. The pan pizza, Chicago pan pizza, was really popular when I was still in the
sh-
States. Yeah,
sure. Really good stuff. Very good stuff.
yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chicago,
pan pizza
Chicago
really
pan
very
pizza.
good. So you're
Yeah.
lucky to be not far from Chicago.
Well, not far. Yeah, I mean it was only a 6 or 7 hour drive. Um,
Well, in Japanese standards, that's really far. But in
yeah,
American standards, is
pretty
not
close.
really
Yeah,
that far.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
So, do you
Um,
have any pictures of the darker cut
um,
into?
I don't know if I do. One thing I wanted to. Oh wait, let's see. No. Oh, I wanted to ask you. What is the difference between the horaku manju and the imagawa yaki?
Uh,
Is it
the
basically?
Horaku. Yeah,
hmm, It seems to me that
go
it's
ahead.
basically, I mean, they're similar, but the Imagawayaki seems to have a thicker uh, crust, a thicker bread to it, the
Hmm.
outer part of it, and the Horaku manju seems to be the Imagawayaki
It's
on steroids as far as the bean paste in the middle goes. I mean, there's
the
a
bean
lot more
paste.
filling and a lot thinner outside to it.
Right. and it's a stronger taste too,
Yeah,
as I recall. Yeah, and they're both really good.
yeah, yeah.
If you like, red bean, I think it's an awesome snack actually.
But
I don't
I
eat
mean,
it very often, but
but the
the
horakumanju,
horaku manju I do like more actually.
I've only found those in Kumamoto. I'm not sure if it is a Kumamoto specific snack or what, but Kumamoto is the only place I've really seen those.
Yes, yeah, yeah, me too. I haven't looked around an incredible amount for those, but yeah,
I mean, they're
really
similar
popular
to
in
the
Kumamoto.
taiyaki.
Mm,
Taiyaki
yeah,
is similar, except I mean, it's again that kind of pastry on the outside with the bean paste on the
tacky
inside.
bean paste.
A little
That bean paste is more of a white bean paste, isn't it?
taiyaki, both the horaku manju and the taiyaki both. I mean, horaku manju basically it's either white bean or red bean, and then you can get the finely ground or the coarse ground. So the tsubuan, with the lots of lumps in it, the lumpy bean
Mhm,
paste, or the very smooth bean paste, and you can get either white or red. Those seem to be the only four variations that are common with the horaku manju. Whereas with
mhm, mhm,
taiyaki, I've seen them with like pizza filling and custard cream and just every kind of filling that you can think of.
mhm, mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Plus,
It's true.
they're in the shape of the fish, right? So that's why
The
they're
chip
called
and the fish,
taiyaki.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Taiyaki, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're good. Of course, we don't eat them every day. I saw you had ikinari dango on there. Do you want to explain that in a little bit, Dan?
Where did that go? Oh, ikinari dango. Yeah, ikinari dango.
Yeah.
This is another, steamed, flattened, kneaded flour filled with mashed sweet potato and azuki. Not always mashed. Sometimes they just will
Yeah, it's not.
slice up. Yeah, so sweet potato and azuki red bean paste, boiled azuki beans with sugar. Specialty dish of Kumamoto. All right, this is another Kumamoto traditional snack dish here. Um, so yeah, you can kind of see it there that that it's got a thin steamed flour pastry shell on the outside, and then the yellow there of course is a slice of sweet potato, and then the brownish red or the reddish brown paste there, that's the azuki beans that have been sweetened with sugar and mashed up and so on.
It is very good. It's something you should try when you come to Kumamoto for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely, really good
Absolutely.
stuff. Yeah,
I
yeah,
like it with tea. It's really good with green tea, actually.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And it works well with coffee, though.
yeah. I remember. I mean, you walk along the street, and you'll see, a lot of times outside certain buildings, they'll have the steam table set up because they're steamed, right? The outside is steamed, and they'll have the table set up, and you can get the really freshly steamed, or freshly made ikinari dango right there. It's really nice.
Yeah,
They're
very, very nice.
yeah,
Really good.
not my favorite, but yeah, they are good and pretty healthy. I mean, you get lots of variety of vitamins and so on. There's
Hmm.
some sugar in the bean paste there again, but you're getting the beans, so a lot of fiber and so on, also from the sweet potato and so on. So yeah, it's a really quite a healthy snack.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah, as snacks go, it is on the healthier side, isn't
yeah,
it? Yeah.
yeah.
How about yokan, Dan? Do you know that?
Yokan. Oh yeah,
Yokan.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yokan. Um, yeah,
Well,
yokan.
you've got some really good ones up there. So
Well,
yeah.
these because these I didn't know if you were going to talk about the famous Kumamoto sweets, Kumamoto snacks here.
Hmm.
So the famous one, Jindaiko, um,
Hmm.
and this is a s- a sweetened, a heavily sweetened outer shell of red bean paste, and then
Hmm.
inside
Hmm.
that is a piece of the mochi, the glutinous rice that's been pounded and cooked and pounded and formed into a kind of a rice cake that's in the center there.
Mhm, mhm,
It's
mhm.
quite sweet. It's really too sweet for my tastes.
It's a bit too sweet for me too,
Yeah,
actually.
but
Yes, yeah.
it is quite famous. It's been around for years and years and years.
Mm,
Yeah,
it has, it has.
yeah.
It's
This one
really
I'm
well
not.
known all over Japan.
This one I'm not so familiar with. I've seen it, and I have tasted it, and it didn't, just stand out all that much to me. But this,
I'm not sure if I know that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Matsukaze, yeah,
Matsukaze?
yeah. I thought that you would know it because Kikuchi. I guess maybe I've been to Kikuchi a few times there, but yeah, it's a variation of a sweet better known in Kyoto, and but now they make them in Kikuchi, and it's wafer thin, very very thin, and only slightly sweet. It's nice, and you see it there with a traditional Japanese tea. This time it looks like it's on ice, but I'm not sure. Maybe not.
An
Maybe that's
iced
a
green tea.
yeah. But
Looks like
yeah,
green tea. Yeah.
it is quite nice. So flour, beet, sugar, locally produced eggs, and poppy seeds are mixed. Yeah. Um,
Mhm, mhm,
so yeah,
mhm. Yeah.
that's another one. Then
Yeah, thanks
this
for bringing in all the traditional Kumamoto sweets, Dan.
right,
That's
yeah.
good,
This
good.
one, this one is this Kumamoto Castle, arguably one of the three most famous castles in Japan, took 7 years to build. It was said to be an impregnable fortress. Talking about this, but the castle, um, the castle walls, the stone walls called the Musha Gaishi, which means
Mushagaishi,
keeping, yeah,
yes.
Musha Gaishi, yeah, keeping off warriors.
Which is shaped like this, actually. Yeah.
I
So
I
when you try to
I
crawl up, you
I
can't
guess that's the
go
thing.
over, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a curved shape.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, this musagaishi again, that's a red bean paste in there with a uh, a baked pastry shell on the outside. Um, Quite
Mhm,
nice,
mhm,
quite nice. Yeah. So
mhm, mhm.
lots of traditional Japanese sweets do include this red bean paste that the azuki, uh, the azuki paste there is quite common. And then this one, right?
Yes, sure, sure.
All right, because this
That's a
is
bit sweet
yeah,
too. But yeah,
yeah,
it's good though.
yeah. This one is in the Amakusa region. Is the origin of this, or where it's best known anyway. And anyway, it's just kind of a cake again with that red bean paste spread on
Red
there, and
bean,
then wrapped all around
akazuki. Yeah.
there is kind of
Hmm.
a mochi. Mochi traditionally made with red rice, as it's talking about here. I don't think they actually use red rice now because it's just not that common, and probably more expensive. But they just color the white rice mochi to make it a pink red
Mm,
color on the outside there and wrap it.
that's
It's
right. I've had
and
that
it's
once or
nice.
twice. It's good.
Yeah, it's
It's
nice. Yeah,
nice. Nice.
yeah. So
Mhm,
those
mhm,
are the four that are probably best known for
mhm, mhm.
Kumamoto. This akamaki, the red roll,
Yakimaki, that's what it is. Yeah.
the red roll, and this mushagaishi, uh, and
Mushigaishi.
then the matsukaze again. Not a lot of people know it. It's um, popular in the northern part of the prefecture around Kikuchi and so on. And it's known in town
Mhm.
here, but maybe hasn't spread as much as some of the others. But probably this one, the Jindaiko, is probably most widely associated with the traditional Kumamoto sweet.
Kumoto snack. You can find that everywhere, right?
Yep, yep,
Basically. Yeah,
yeah,
it's really very good.
yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
brought these home to my parents, because it was recommended to me by my Kumamoto friends, right? Oh yeah, take them home, traditional Japanese sweet home, and they tried it and they could only eat about a quarter or a half of one, because it is quite sweet. Yeah, it
It's
is quite
quite
sweet.
sweet, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
But it's
good.
not overpowering sweet sometimes. I mean, it's a subtle, but it is very sweet. Yeah.
It goes best with green tea, I would say.
Mm. I
the
agree.
something, something to offset the sweetness. So the traditional Japanese green tea is slightly bitter, and so that that traditional tea flavor balances well with the sweetness of the Jindaiko. So yeah,
Hmm, hmm. Can I show us a little bit,
absolutely,
a bit ryokan here? I'll
absolutely.
take, I'll drop out and this is
Oh,
ryokan. If uh,
go ahead and make
it's
yours number one then.
actually
Yeah,
very
there you
sweet too.
go. Yeah,
Okay, how's that? Yeah, good. Okay,
yep,
it's actually very sweet, but it's really, really tasty. Very, very good with green tea also.
yes, yeah.
Is that in focus
No, it's
or
not.
what's going on with
I don't
that?
know
I
if I don't
wonder.
know if your signal is blurred or what.
Huh? That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
I seem to be having a
Okay.
better signal. I went ahead and
Yeah.
went wired. I'm actually using
Ah,
a wired Ethernet connection instead of doing Wi-Fi to see if that would help. And it
right.
seems
Oh,
to have.
wow. Yeah, mine's really blurred, isn't it? My gosh. Okay. I don't know what's up with that, but
No,
if maybe you can find a picture of Yukon after this, maybe the
yeah, Yokon, yeah.
Hirotuka Horakumonji. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to go wired, Dan.
I would recommend it. I would
Hmm.
recommend it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's some more. Do you know the tamago boro?
Yeah, very, very. Yeah, I haven't had it much, but yes, I do know of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, when my daughter was small, this was the snack that we used to give her, right? Because basically it melts these tiny little balls, melt in your mouth. So they're fairly safe for kids. Even though they're small, I mean, you'd think they would be a choking hazard, but they melt so easily that if they would get lodged, there's enough moisture then
Yeah,
inside that they're going to melt quite quickly. So I guess
that's right.
quite
Yeah, yeah,
traditional.
yeah.
Here's the
They are
Corinto
very
again.
traditional. Karinto is really good.
This one, do you like
Yeah.
kimpi?
Ah, yeah. That's a sweet potato
Right.
based snack. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's a
one,
bit sweet too, but yeah, sometimes it's not bad. It
yeah,
goes
this one,
well with green tea too.
this one, yeah, exactly. This one I like. I can't. I mean, the Corinto. I mean, it's sweet, but I don't know. There's something about it. I can eat it on its own, But this one, yeah, this one needs to be paired with something. Um,
Mm,
but it is probably healthier than the Corinto because it's the thinly sliced, thinly cut sweet potatoes again, and of course they're glazed, they're coated, on a sugary glaze there. But yeah, at least the base is a sweet potato, so it's pretty nice. I do like kenpi sometimes. Yeah,
yeah, I like it sometimes too. Sure, sure. My
okaki.
mom likes my mom, yeah, just on a brief aside here, my mom really likes the softer senbei,
Hmm.
uh, slightly sweet. Do you know that? It kind of,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
very, it just kind of
yeah. What is that?
crunches gently in your mouth. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't break your teeth,
Right.
and
Yep.
it's just slightly sweet, and it is good. I like that
Mm.
too. Okaki, right.
Yeah. Now these
Remind
things.
me.
Oh,
I'm
I mean, these
oh,
are
oh,
like a
oh, the
square
really
senbei.
very hard, crunchy ones, right?
Right, yeah, I mean, they're basically a senbei, but just in a really hard, square-shaped, crunchy form. They have that kind of distinctive pattern on the outside, the cracked, from, I guess, when they're cooked or whatever. But yeah, quite hard, and they have the strong the shoyu flavor. Um,
Right on. And you can get those basically anywhere, right? I think even in the convenience store they have bags of those.
yes, yeah, they're almost like potato chips. Yeah. But yeah, they
They are.
definitely need good teeth in order to be snacking on those. And
That's
then
true.
this one,
Speaking,
mm,
yeah, yeah. Kakibee, right? Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
yeah,
Uh, those are kind of uh, a little
yep,
spicy little
yep.
uh,
So
senbei with
yeah,
mixed
so
with peanuts.
yeah, kaki pea. So kaki is persimmon. So kaki no tane, these crackers, these are actually crackers here. These long, uh, lightly browned
Crackers,
things
yeah.
here. Yeah, they're a kind of a small
They're kind of like
senbei,
goldfish,
right?
kind
Yeah,
yeah, small senbei, like the kind
yeah.
of goldfish
So they are a
crackers.
senbei. You know, they're made with the rice flour and so on, and flavored with sesame or soy sauce and so on. Um, and they also have a little bit of chili powder in the mix, so they are slightly spicy, just slightly spicy. And you know, they have you know, nice coating on them and so on. And they're most often mixed with peanuts, so that's why it's kaki no tane. Kaki
Hmm.
is persimmon and tane means seeds. So the seeds of a persimmon and then mixed with the peanuts. So kaki pea. Yeah. Yeah.
I like those every once in a while.
These are the almost ubiquitous, you know, in snacks, you know, when you know, when they give you that you know, you know, when you go in to drink, you know, and you have your bottle of shochu or whatever, you know, and they're
Hmm.
mixing your drinks there, and they'll have, you know, a little bowl of these for you to snack on. I mean, when people are
Hmm.
drinking, this is the one that most Japanese traditionally reach for, is the kaki pea, the kaki no tane, and the peanuts. Yeah,
Very true. Abundant, abundant kaki pea. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
and they're pretty good. Yeah,
yeah.
I can eat them absolutely.
There-
Manju, you brushed by there. Manju's pretty
There's a
good
senbei
too.
for
Yeah.
you.
Oh, wow, that's a biggie.
Yeah,
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, yeah.
crepes. I mean, yeah, crepes are very popular in Japan, and they do all these things with them. I mean, they have crepe shops. You know, you can get, you
Hmm.
know, the chocolate, this chocolate banana crepes, and just, I mean, everything that you could possibly think of, they wrap a crepe around. You know, it's amazing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then
Yeah,
Poki
they
that we
do
were talking
really,
about
really good.
earlier. Yeah.
Pocky, chocolate covered
Dorayaki. This is
pretzel
one we
sticks.
didn't
Good.
talk about yet. Dorayaki.
Dorayaki. Yeah, I like
Dora,
that.
dorayaki is
Once in a while, again. Hmm.
basically a couple of small pancakes with that red that azuki bean paste uh, uh, sandwiched in between. Right. These are slightly sweet. You know, slightly, very slightly, so similar to a pancake. Maybe not even quite as sweet as a pancake, but yeah, maybe. Yeah. About, you know, that's
Hmm.
what,
Hmm.
anyway, that's what they remind me of. Just, you know, a couple of pancakes with this red bean paste sandwich between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now these traditional snacks, they're eaten sometimes. I mean, I guess people do eat them, quite often. But I think more likely people eat the modern snacks such as potato chips and whatnot.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
these traditional snacks are really, and these traditional sweets are really one to eat, one to try.
Melon pan. Do you like melon pan?
No,
No?
no,
Yeah. Yeah, this is a taste that I
I'm not
never
really a
really
fan.
acquired either. What do you know how
Yeah,
they make it?
I
You know?
don't.
Yeah. I mean, what it
It's
is basic yeah.
melon flavor.
No, not necessarily. The melon comes
I don't
from
know.
the tech, or the shape, you know, you know, just the way it
Oh, is
looks.
that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not that
Um,
familiar.
it's actually a bread, you know, like you know, not necessarily a sweet bread, you know, but just basically a bread with a cookie wrapped around it and then baked.
Okay, so
And
but
then
there
they,
is sugar on it,
I mean,
or
the cookie is sweet. It's a sweet cookie, but the within inside you take a like a dinner roll, right? I mean,
okay,
not quite, you know, but
okay.
something like that, like a dinner roll. And then before you bake it, you wrap this cookie dough around the outside of it, and then bake it,
Oh, okay.
and it turns into that.
Wow.
So you got this hard crust on the outside and regular bread on the inside. And for some reason, the Japanese just love this. I was never really a
Yeah,
fan.
my kids loved it, and it just
Yeah,
never appealed to me,
yeah,
even
me
just
either.
the sound of it, right?
Yeah.
Just the name of it. So
Yeah, but
yeah.
yeah, it's not melon flavored at all. The melon
Yeah,
comes from the
okay.
way it looks. The
I
visually is
see.
melon. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Manju.
That one was a yeah. Manju's great. I
Yeah,
love the coating on manju, the
yeah,
surrounding
yeah.
outer layer.
Yeah, there are a lot of different things that they call manju.
Mm,
The
yeah.
yabure manju, that has that very thin, the filling is poking out, or you can see, through the holes in the outer coating and so on.
Yeah.
Then you got some
Right,
that are
right, right.
thicker like this. This one seems to be kuri manju, the chestnut.
Okay.
I think this is a chestnut. I mean, it looks like it's got maybe white bean paste with a chestnut center. I'm not sure because that dark speck there looks like that must be from a chestnut. So I'm thinking that this is either kuri an with a chestnut in the middle, or maybe white bean paste. Kuri an the chestnut based paste with the
Hmm.
chestnut in between. But this is a kuriman, so the chestnut manju. But they also have again white bean paste, red bean paste. Usually the manju are the koshian, the very smooth, finely processed uh, bean paste. Right,
Gotcha.
right.
Hmm.
Dango.
Sounds good. Yeah. My gosh, yeah, I haven't had that in ages.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
then
ages, ages.
so the,
Traditional stuff I tried a lot when I first came to Japan, and then kind of, right, kind of get out of it.
yeah.
If you're not a snacker, you don't really eat it that often.
Mhm, mhm.
But
Yeah,
it's traditional.
yeah,
Mm.
dango. They'll eat them like this, or sometimes with that mitsu, the ankake. They put that shoyu, slightly sweetened
Mm.
shoyu, a really thick syrup that they drizzle on
Ah,
those.
yes, right,
Yeah.
right.
So anyway, each one
It's
of
not my
these.
favorite, to be honest.
No, it's
Actually,
not mine
yeah,
either. But each one of these
yeah,
is a mochi. That again, that
that's
sweet
right.
glutinous rice. That's been
Goodness rice.
cooked and pounded and so on into this very
Mm-hmm,
sticky. And then in the center of each one of these again is probably that anko, the sweet bean
mm,
paste,
mm-hmm.
is generally in the center of
Are
those. And
you
some,
a manju? Are you a mochi fan? Non-sweet mochi.
yeah, yeah, I like
Hmm.
mochi. Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like mochi. Yeah,
I like it sometimes.
daifuku. I like daifuku.
Life good.
Yeah, I like
Now
daifuku.
remind me of that too, if you could. See,
This
that's
is
why I have you on here, Dan, because
okay.
I know you know a lot
Well,
more than I do.
yeah. I mean, daifuku, is again, it's kind of like a large version of this, kind of like a large
Mm,
version of this. It's and the daifuku. Again, there are lots and lots of variations on these. But generally, that red bean paste wrapped with this time it's a soft mochi uh, uh, outside there, outer skin, outer coating there. And sometimes you can see here they might have some of the red beans, the cooked red beans that are mixed in there, and so on. But daifuku, uh, where was it? A popular daifuku was one that had the strawberry in the center of the daifuku. I don't know
oh
if you've ever
wow.
had that. A fresh strawberry.
No.
So they have the red bean paste as a base, and then usually they put like a dollop of whipped cream, and then put the fresh strawberry on there, and then wrap all that in that mochi. And it's actually quite good. The slight, because it's a fresh strawberry, not sweetened or anything, so this slight sourness of the fresh strawberry, the sweet sour of the strawberry melds quite well with the sweetness of the mochi and the red bean paste and so on. It's quite good. Pretz, yeah. Pretz are like pokey,
Pretz,
but
yeah,
yeah.
this is kind of what I had in mind too for today. These kind of snacks,
Ah,
Pretz or other snacks that my students all often eat are snacks such as Jagoriko or
ah, yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
the Karesen, which I showed a little earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Pretz are yeah, I mean, and again, all kinds of flavors, I get Pretz, for pretzel, which is, I guess, the original started out as kind of a straight, easier to eat, kind of a pretzel stick there, but,
mhm,
they have all kinds of different flavors now. This
mhm,
gyoza,
mhm.
you can see their gyoza Pretz and so on,
Gyoza, yeah, those are
all
really
kinds of
good.
yeah,
There's like a salad flavor too, I think. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, those
Castella,
are good. Castell. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Castell is a mainstay here in Japan. It's a like a cake. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's a
Uh,
traditional cake based in Nagasaki, which is nearby. One of the prefectures near to Kumamoto here is the most famous uh, producer of castella. It's a kind of a pound cake type of thing. Yeah, it's very distinctive and it's quite nice. Again, great
it
with
is
tea.
quite nice. Very good with tea. Great with coffee. It's got a kind of a sweet outer layer. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, on the bottom, I think it is on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mm-hmm.
like a layer
Right.
when before they bake it, they put like a layer of the granulated sugar on the bottom and so on, and so that kind of semi caramelizes during the baking and so on. So you've got that sweet, slightly caramelized base to it and so on. So it's yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
quite
Mm-hmm.
delicious. Here's the kaki no tani
It
that we talked
is.
about
Mm-hmm.
before.
Kakinotane.
Yeah, kaki no tane. Yeah.
That's good.
Um, and
Again, I don't have these around my house often at all,
oh, well, I don't
right? But
either.
once
I
in a
don't either.
while, it is good.
But
Mm-hmm.
you see them everywhere, right? You see
Mm-hmm.
them quite everywhere.
Okay,
Well,
this is what the wasabi peas. I was going to pick that up at the store today to kind of
oh,
show that
mhm,
along with the karesen here, right?
right.
Because I did see those, and
Um,
those are good.
yeah, they're not a favorite of mine. I don't know what it is about. I mean, I like wasabi flavor, but there's just something. I mean, I just yeah, it's yeah, not my favorite.
Those are kind of dried peas, yes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Dehydrated dried peas,
Which,
and then they've got
right.
this
Which
a thin batter
some people
around
aren't
them.
a fan of dried vegetables or fruits
I
or peas or
well
beans and whatnot.
for me, I don't need the coating. I like the just the dried beans, the dried
Sure,
peas, and
those are
so
good
on.
too.
Yeah. So I don't really
Those are
need
really good
the
too.
coating.
The
Um,
wasabi additive is pretty good, I think,
yeah, it
in that.
is. I like that. I like that flavoring, but I really don't. If they could flavor it without putting the coating on, a lot of times, like in the cans,
Mm,
cans of mixed nuts. Have you noticed that? Talking about cans of mixed nuts in Japan, in America,
mhm.
you've got the majority is peanuts, but then you've got a few, like walnuts and maybe cashews and hazelnuts and pecans and Brazil nuts and so on in there. In
Yep.
Japan, in Japan, yeah, there are a lot of peanuts. Okay, there are a lot of times some of these these wasabi peas might be in there or something similar to that, or peanuts that are coated in that the same kind of
Yeah.
coating that those
Right.
coated peanuts or
Yes.
giant corn.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I
That
mean,
I'm not a fan of.
I don't
Yeah.
understand. They're
Yeah, I
mixed.
don't need
They
that.
call it mixed nuts, and peanuts is already a stretch to my way of thinking. I mean,
Yeah,
peanuts is
sure,
basically
sure.
a pea. But okay, peanuts
It's a
and mixed nuts.
stretch.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll allow that. But
Yes,
these
uh-huh.
coated things. So you're getting more flour or whatever coating than you are nut,
Mm,
and then
yeah.
the giant corn. That's it's nice and crunchy and it fits
Nice and
okay, but
crunchy,
they're
but
selling
it's
it
not
as
a
mixed. It's not a mixed nut.
yeah, right. I get this mixed nut with that in it, and also a raisin with the coating on it as well. So it's like a
Right,
hard, crunchy raisin,
right,
which
right.
I
I
think it's a
used
raisin.
I used to
I
like
don't like
the
that.
yeah, I used to like I like yogurt covered raisins or chocolate covered raisins, but the ones that yeah, what you're talking about, those I don't really care
Yeah,
for.
right. I don't care for those either. Right? Yeah, no.
So, this is what I was talking about. So I mean, it looks like I mean the the general way.
Imagawayaki?
Yeah, Imagawayaki, that's what I was talking about before
Imagawayaki.
when we were talking
Okay.
about the horaku manju. It seems to me
Yes,
that the
yes.
the biggest difference is they put a lot more of the batter and a lot less of the filling, but it seems to me
Ah,
almost, I mean, size and shape and ingredients, it seems very, very similar to me.
yeah, it looks quite similar, doesn't it?
But I don't
Absolutely.
really I
It's
don't really
different,
know for sure,
but
but, I mean, that's my impression, and I remember seeing the I mean, because I lived in Kumamoto. I've lived in Kumamoto for over 30 years, right? And so the Horaku when I got here, Japanese, people at the school that I worked at wanted to take me out and introduce me to
mhm,
some Japanese things and so on. Of course,
sure.
the famous Horaku place on Kamitori. Have you been there?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Mhm.
it's the most famous place in Kumamoto, I think, for this the Horaku. They took me there, and so I thought, wow, these are really great, and I was someplace I can't remember where. I think I was in Tokyo, maybe, and I saw this Imagawayaki, and I thought that it was Horaku manju, right? And I bought a couple of them thinking, and I bit into it and it's like, well, wait a minute.
Horikomanji. Yeah.
What kind of a chip
Where's
is
the
this?
center?
Yeah, right. There,
Yeah.
it's more
There's no
fluff than it is
center.
filling, so I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
I'm
Yeah.
getting gypped.
Yeah, once you get
Yeah, yeah,
used to the
yeah.
Horaku manju, you can't go back to the
Yeah.
Imagawayaki. Yeah.
So Dan, you've lived in Kumamoto, but you lived elsewhere before Kumamoto. I've only lived in Kumamoto, so I don't know any traditional sweets from other areas.
Well,
But you've
but
lived.
I only spent then this has been 30 almost 33 years. Yeah, 33 years ago when I was in Niigata. And
Niigata, okay.
yeah, and it was a small town. They didn't have a lot of things, so I mean, yeah, so I mean, Niigata, I remember Umaibo, students eating these,
Umaibo,
yeah,
yeah.
Umaibo,
I
yeah.
remember that. Right.
But as
It's
far
like a
as
crunchy. It's almost like a very soft senbei with a lot of
right, yeah, yeah,
chemicals on it.
they're generally a hollow tube with like
That's right.
yeah, but aren't they made of corn? Is
Are
it
they made of corn? I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure.
I really don't know.
Yeah, whatever it is,
Maybe
it's
they are.
really really soft, fluffy,
Very soft.
and very airy.
It is. It's a hollow tube. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
With
And they have all kinds of flavors, all kinds of flavors, mentaiko and
right
cheese and this, that, and the
cheese
other
and
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one you have now is that's Doraemon on it, isn't
Yeah, see the Doraemon on there, yep.
it? Yeah, I
Choco
mean I've
ban
had those a few times.
Choco banana. They've
Choco
got this
banana.
I've never actually seen
I don't
these.
know if me neither.
This must be, maybe a Kanto, area thing, that,
I
on
think it
I
is.
mean, it looks like a variation on our, candied apples, that you used to get at the fair, the apples on a stick that have been dipped in the caramel or whatever, um,
Sure, sure, yes.
but these are bananas on a stick dipped in chocolate, so I don't know. I don't know anything about these except what we see there. Anpan,
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, Ampon's good.
yeah, anpan.
It's red bean paste inside there, isn't it?
Yep, yeah, yeah. Basically, yeah, it's like
Either
a dinner roll, but it's got red bean paste
dinner
on the
roll with red
inside.
bean paste. Yeah, right.
First time I bit
It's
into
good.
one, I was quite
Yeah,
surprised. It's like, oh,
yeah, me too, me too.
nothing on the outside quite prepares
Yeah,
you for having that red bean paste on the
no,
inside.
no.
This looks like
It's like,
like I said, a dinner roll. Oh, it's a little
yeah, it's like
heavier
a
than
dinner roll.
wow. This is a heavy dinner roll, but yeah,
It's a heavy dinner roll. Good with coffee.
yeah, yeah, it is.
Have you ever had red bean ice cream?
Yes, I have. Yes, I
Yeah,
have.
I
Um,
do like red bean ice cream.
it's good. I tell you, I had the first time I saw it, I couldn't read Japanese yet, and I looked in and I thought that it was chocolate chip or something like that because I was just
Yeah,
looking through the
the red
semi
beans can be quite dark.
right. I was
Right.
looking through the
It's
semi-transparent lid on it, right, and I thought, oh,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
that looks like it must be chocolate chips or whatever in there. So I bought
Gotta
it
be
and
chocolate
dug into
chips.
it. And I thought, wait, this is
you're,
not chocolate
you're
chips.
like, oh no, wrong, oh Mary Lou. Right.
you
I've made that mistake before too. Sure,
yeah, yeah.
absolutely right.
Kinoko no
Kinoko no
Yama.
Yama.
Yeah,
Yeah,
another
those are
famous
good.
one. Yeah, so just the
Sure.
Meiji, so it's
That's
got
Meiji. Yeah,
yeah, it's got the
right.
good chocolate on there, and then just this pastry short stick in there. It makes it look like a mushroom, right?
It
Kinoko
looks like
is mushroom,
mushrooms. Yep.
right? Kinoko
Definitely.
mushroom,
Yeah,
and
that's right. Mushroom. Hmm.
mushroom
Mountain
mountain.
on the top there.
Yeah, yep. And then
Yeah.
arare,
Yeah.
there's
Arare.
arare.
Yes. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
That's some good stuff. Yeah.
lots of different kinds of, different shapes and flavorings of arare here. But yeah, all basically, I mean, again, similar to senbei, but it's small. I mean, from this picture, they look rather large, but they're quite small, bite-sized little pieces of senbei kind of thing. Arare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Very good.
Anmitsu. I
Amitsu. Yeah.
I'd forgotten about this. It has been
Me too.
years and years since I had Anmitsu. It's
Yeah,
good.
me too. Me too. It is good. Yeah, it's good. But again, me too. Years, but I do know it. How about
Karito.
the Dan, the sweet drink you get at shrines during the New Year season? Is that akazake? Is that what I'm thinking?
Amazake.
Amazake? Right, amazake. Amazake. Right.
Yeah.
That's made with what now? Isn't that a bean? Again, that's too sweet for me. It's it's kind of something I won't drink.
I think it's like sake. I think it's brewed like sake, but it's just very very
But
low alcohol, high sugar, low alcohol, and that milky looking,
there's okay.
very milky
Yeah,
looking, right? Yeah, yeah.
right.
I think it's again rice, rice sake, but
Rice
with a
sake.
lot of
Yes,
sugar, so that
that's
it's
right. That's right.
and with
Rice sake, a lot of
very
sugar.
low alcohol,
Gotcha.
like 1-2% alcohol or something like that. It's very low alcohol.
Yeah. But
Here's
very,
the
very sweet.
Here's the Corinto that I like. These dark brown sugar
Mm,
coated Corinto. Those are the ones I like. Yeah.
those are good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Whip up some yokon there, Dan. Or yeah, I was just gonna say that too. The kakigori,
Yeah.
the first picture up there.
Here's the taiyaki that we were talking. Tai is
Hmm.
this fish, right? Tai is this kind of
Mm,
fish, and so inside is this. Inside is the bean paste there, right? Inside is the bean paste, or it could be other different things. Yeah, cheese, sweet potato,
yeah.
chocolate, lots of different
Hmm.
things, right?
I've
Melon,
had the bean paste mostly,
yeah,
which I
manju,
think for me, once you've had one bean paste thing, you've had a lot of them. So
yeah.
you
Here's
know what I
the
mean?
here's the dongo with that ankake, that sweetened
Yeah.
soy sauce flavored paste that
Right.
they dump over that. Yeah. Oh, and here that's the Ichigo Daifuku that I was talking about before.
Okay, I've never had that, but it
Really,
looks, yeah, it
these
looks tasty.
are quite well known. There's some place, I can't remember whether it's Fukuoka or Kumamoto because I never get them anymore. But either Kumamoto or Fukuoka is famous, or
Mm,
is well known for these Ichigo Daifuku.
I'll have to look
Castello,
into that more. Sure,
Castello
Castella,
we talked
Akiki.
about. Taninomake.
Yokon, Dan, can you show a picture of Yokon?
Um, yeah, no,
Or
there's the
is it on
wasabi
there? Or
peas. Somewhere I've
yeah,
got one, Imagawayaki. So see, I mean that looks
Nagawayaki.
almost like a horaku manju, but
It
this is called
does.
Imagawayaki. So I don't know what the difference is.
Very similar.
Choco banana, anpan, arare, anmitsu, karinto, konpeto. You know konpeto?
Refresh my memory. I
This
don't
is
know if I
I haven't.
do.
I don't remember seeing these outside of Kyoto.
Yeah,
This is like an old,
no,
very
yeah.
traditional. They're nothing but sugar.
Is
You
that
put them in
right?
your mouth and they're sweet, but they're very bumpy because I guess it takes a long time to make them the real traditional way. And it's like crystallizing sugar onto these points, right? And but that's all they are is just sugar. But they're kind of a oshare kind of sweet because it takes a long time to make them the traditional way. And so
Gotcha. Okay,
with like
wow.
matcha or something like that, they're a traditional sweet served with matcha.
I see. It sounds like it would go good with matcha,
Yeah.
although I don't need the whole sugar
So
aspect of it.
Matcha is
Compito. Compito.
matcha is the
Matcha's like
traditional,
traditional
the
green
very,
tea.
very bitter, traditional Japanese green
Mm,
tea, not the kind that, in the Lipton tea bag type of thing, but this one,
no.
the matcha, the tea leaves, the tea leaves are actually powderized to such an extent that,
Mm,
that you mix them right in with the water and you drink the leaves with the tea. It's all together. They're just powderized to it's almost like instant coffee type of thing,
that's right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Ichigo ame. This is another one that I'm
Ichigo
not
ame.
familiar with.
I'm not familiar with that either.
Put strawberries on a stick and coat them
Strawberries on a
with
stick,
something. I
sugar
don't.
maybe.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that one I don't know. Nikuman.
Nikuman.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do know that.
yeah. Nikuman
It's
is
meat
famous. Yeah.
inside.
They're
Kind of a
usually called
Chinese origin, isn't it?
right. Yeah, Chinese. Yeah. Uh, for the Japanese name for the Chinese baoji, baozi, baoji, whatever. Anyway, kakigori. Yeah, that's
Kakigori
another.
shaved ice.
Yeah, about
That's a
this
good
time of
one.
year, you're a lot of
Mm,
kakigori being eaten around here. Yeah. Um, have you ever?
absolutely. It's good. I
Have you
like
ever?
matcha kakigori,
Yeah, yeah.
which
I
is the
tell you,
traditional
I think I OD'd
Japanese
on
tea.
matcha. When I first came to Japan, I thought that matcha was just the greatest thing, and I everything, kakigori, matcha flavored this, matcha ice cream, this, that, and the other thing, everything, matcha, matcha, matcha. I think I just, overloaded on
Did
it.
you?
Now I can do without. Matcha. I'll generally choose something else. It's not that I
Okay.
dislike it. It's just like, I'll choose something else.
Yeah, let me go the other route. Yeah, gotcha.
Have you
I
been to?
gotcha. But yeah, it's good.
Have you been to that? It's like kakigori, but the shaved ice is like snow. That snow place. There's one in
In
Yume Town.
Kamitori, in Yume Town. Yeah, I've been to that one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that.
It's really quite good.
That's
Very soft.
yeah. It's similar to kakigori, but yet it's a little bit different because traditional kakigori is really shaved ice, or crushed ice, with flavoring on it and so on. But this is, it's like that snow ice that they do that too. It's
Right.
really quite good. That's what
It's really
this
good.
looks like. Actually.
If you go to Japanese festivals, they've got this shaved ice with very sweet flavoring for
Right?
kids,
Yeah, the snow,
largely,
like the
right?
snow cones and so on. Yeah, and
The
stuff like
snow
that.
cones, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So those are a little bit different, right? The snow kind is more traditionally Japanese, I think, and that's the kind I love with the matcha flavoring.
Yeah.
And even they have a milk flavor
Yes.
on
Oh
the
yeah, that's
snow.
one of the most
It's
popular. Just
it's
the
yeah,
carnation, the condensed milk,
the condensed
drizzled
milk.
on the ice there. Yeah,
It's
maybe
really good, actually.
throwing a little bit of red bean paste or something like that on there too. Make it into
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Uh-huh. What is
Monaka,
this?
Monaka.
Monaka. Don't know it.
Oh yeah, you do. I
Do
mean,
I?
Monaka.
Do I?
Yeah, yeah. Oh hey, mercy. Thank you. So Monaka is that the
Maybe I
outside
do.
Monaka, like you've seen, like even
Oh, oh,
ice
oh, oh,
cream.
oh, 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 right, 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 right. I know
Sometimes
it.
they'll
I
have
know it.
ice cream in the center, or something like that. This
Mm,
one
hmm,
has
hmm,
some
hmm.
kind of it looks like a matcha flavored filling or so on. But I don't like this that much. One, that it doesn't have that much flavor. It's nice and crisp, but basically it's just a thin pastry shell to hold whatever the is on the inside, and that it often gets caught in my teeth. It gets stuck in my teeth. That monaka.
Ah,
So
okay, right.
yeah,
Thanks, Mercy. I appreciate that. All right.
amanato.
Amanato.
It's here. This isn't a very good picture because usually it's like white beans and red beans and all kinds of different colored beans that have been cooked up and then coated in sugar and left to dry. So it's so you've got this sugar coating on these cooked beans. So
Okay.
it's
Hmm,
kind of
hmm.
similar to this, but usually they're multicolored, all kinds of different colors and so on, and then you can just pick them up, especially like in osechi ryori, at New Year's time, they'll usually
Okay.
be that
Yes. Hmm.
amanato beans and it might be included in
Have
that.
have had that. Right.
Yeah,
Right. It's not bad. I don't mind it. But yeah, takoyaki, the octopus balls. Yeah,
right. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the
So
inner
again, that it's a flour based. It's like
flour
a
based.
it's like a pancake mix. I know, but not an unsweetened. So it's like a, but yeah, a kind of a pancake mix like dough, or liquid that you put into these a special takoyaki grill, right? That each one has a round, not like a cupcake tin, but like small cupcakes, but rounded,
Smaller.
so that you turn it into the
Right.
ball, and then you put a piece or two of taco, of
Which is
octopus,
octopus.
right? Octopus in the center of each one, and then you stir it around and cook it all around, and then um,
Mhm.
yeah, put the flavoring on there and so on. It's quite
Yeah,
good.
I'm kind of not a fan of the inner, the kind of the gooiness of the dough in that.
Yeah, I never feel like it's quite cooked.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I just as soon not eat raw
Exactly.
dough. So yeah, I'm not
Right.
a big
Yeah.
fan.
Not a big
Okonomiyaki I
fan.
like. Takoyaki
Me
I'm not
too.
such a big fan. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Exactly the same for me.
Here's your yokon.
Here's a ryokan. Okay, yeah. When I first came to Japan, I was an instant fan of this
Yeah.
sweet concoction here. It goes
Yeah.
really well with green tea and coffee and after dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
It's
so
amazing to
desire.
me that
Good.
so many Japanese sweets seem to be on either end of a spectrum. I mean, a lot of things, like a lot of yokon to me is just too sweet. You need to have it with tea, right? You couldn't eat
Hmm.
it, like a cookie or something like that. It's too sweet,
No, no, definitely not.
or but Japanese cakes, I think, compared to America, a chocolate cake in Japan compared to a chocolate cake in America, I think the sugar
Right.
content is going to be much lower for the
Much
Japanese.
lower and much less sweet,
Yeah, much less
which
sweet
I really
and
like. Yeah,
delicious, absolutely
and
delicious.
delicious.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So
One thing
like I
I
said,
found. Yeah.
it seems to be on the extremes. It's either too sweet,
Hmm.
you have to eat it with green tea or something bitter to offset the sweetness, or it's just
Definitely.
really mildly sweet. Yeah.
Definitely. One thing I found about Yokon, a little goes a long way. All you
Mm,
really need is just a little bit. Right?
that's right. Absolutely.
That's
I
enough.
agree.
That's
I
enough.
agree.
Yeah.
Mochi, there we
Mochi.
go. The mochi.
Okay.
And this
Yeah.
one's
Mochi.
relatively new, I think. This mochi ice cream. You've seen those.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So
I have. Yeah.
instead, usually mochi has the sweet bean paste on the inside. Well, this mochi has different kinds of ice cream. Usually vanilla or matcha are the two most common. You might find
Hmm. Hmm.
strawberry ice cream or something like that, on the inside of
Yeah.
the mochi. Yeah.
Chocolate might be good, huh?
Chocolate might be
But I
good.
guess
Yeah.
chocolate's not a huge. Have you noticed that chocolate's not a huge flavor of ice
Not as
cream here in
Yeah, not as
Japan?
big as in America. Yeah.
Right. Definitely not.
Here's
Oh,
one
here's
neat.
some crunchy snacks. Yeah.
Yeah, agemochi.
Agi mochi. I
Yeah,
like that.
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And there's that monaka that we talked about. It comes in lots of different shapes, but monaka, what that thin shell on the outside, because it can be round like this or long and square,
Yep.
rectangular
Yep.
shape. But it's a thin shell side is some kind of sweetness, either ice cream or red bean paste or something like that. And here,
That's
so
right.
that was
Very good.
now we got the modern Japanese snacks, right?
Here's the
So
modern Japanese snacks. Yeah, this is
pocky,
also what I wanted to delve into today. Yeah, good. Pocky, right?
caramel corn.
Caramel corn. Yeah.
I One thing that bother I don't really like the bags of popcorn. I mean, to me, popcorn is only really good when it's freshly popped. So
Hmm.
to buy a bag of popcorn, uh, which seems to be popular in Japan, that, what is it, Mike, or it looks like Mike's, Mike's
Yes,
popcorn or whatever,
I know that
Mike.
one.
Um,
Sure. Hmm.
that I never really I like popcorn, but that, it has to be freshly popped for me
Yeah.
to really get into it.
Popcorn you can make on the stove by
Right.
yourself, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, I never buy it either. Really. Yeah,
Yeah. Here
but
you
it's a
go.
good snack though. Definitely.
Koala's March.
Milky. Yeah, it's called. I've seen it. Haven't tried it.
My daughter used to like these. They're vaguely panda shaped, hollow biscuits, and on the inside is chocolate. And the
Okay.
biscuits are printed, different. The characters, in different poses or whatever, are printed on these hollow biscuits, and so you can look at them before you pop them in your mouth. They've got that character on there.
Hmm. Hmm.
Milky, you were going to talk
Milky's
about.
pretty
Yeah.
pretty popular, right? My kids ate that a lot, right? And I've tried that.
This
It's
face,
good.
this face, this,
Very, very
the character
popular.
face, yeah, with that tongue sticking out there is very, very, very. I mean, everybody knows that face in Japan, right?
That's right.
And here they've even got Hello
Very
Kitty dressed
Japan
up as
based.
Hello Kitty as
Yeah.
the Milky Girl there. Yeah.
Some Milky Girl, right? Yeah. Mhm.
There's Koala March again. Same
Okay,
thing.
Koala March. Mm.
Oh, Kappa Abi-san. Yeah, Kappa
Okay,
Abi-san.
Koala March. This Koala March I know
Oh,
better than the other one, right?
yeah, it's basically
These
just
are
the packaging, but yeah, they're
the
basically the
packaging.
same type of thing. Yeah, Koala no
Mhm,
March.
mhm.
Yeah, but here, uh,
The
talk
the
about
Pretz.
senbei. This is the only senbei that I really like. This Kappa Abi-san, this Abi senbei.
Ah,
These I like. They're salty, good clear shrimp flavor to them, and so on, right? And
I like those too.
you don't break your teeth on them when you eat them,
Right.
So yeah, these I like.
Those are good. Little, quite savory, which is great.
Yeah, the Pretz and the Yan
The
Yan.
Pretz, yeah, not that familiar with those.
Pretz, Yan Yan.
Yeah, yeah, Pretz I know.
Yeah,
Yan I don't
Yan
know
is
that much.
basically, I mean, it's almost like a pokey, except instead of it being coated, it's got a liquid in there that you dip the sticks into and then eat it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
So
don't know that
they've
one.
got
Wow.
the liquid chocolate, or the liquid, the liquid strawberry, white chocolate, and so on. Yeah, things like that. There's the tani no
Mhm.
kaki, the kaki no tane. Yeah.
Tane.
Haichu, famous.
Haichu, right. Wow,
Yeah.
yeah, my kids loved Haichu,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, those are good. Yeah, uh, these
What is it similar to in the West End, Haichu?
um,
There's a couple of things that are similar. It's like a chewy snack, right?
it's a chewy snack. The texture is almost like a caramel, but the flavor is fruit. So
Mm,
it's not quite as chewy as a caramel. It doesn't stick to your teeth quite as bad, but it's like similar to a caramel type of
it is.
consistency. But then, so if you can imagine a caramel, but not caramel flavor, but with a fruit, so
Mhm.
that's about as close as I can get.
Cool. Yeah,
Chelsea,
we'll see. Dars.
yeah,
Are
Dar's
those
chocolate,
chocolate,
yeah,
basically chocolate
yeah,
bars, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Dars is quite a famous chocolate brand here, right? Black is more chewing gum, isn't it?
yeah, chewing gum, exactly.
My son used to chew Black to keep him awake when he was studying.
Okay. Ah,
Yeah.
Chocobol.
Choco bowl, yes, I know those, right?
I don't know. Do they still have those commercials? I don't watch Japanese television anymore. I
Yeah, I
remember
don't
they
know.
always had those Chocobol television commercials on all the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, they're basically. I mean, they're kind of like peanut M and M's. So, nah, not
Right.
quite. I mean, they're chocolate coated
Slightly,
peanuts.
yeah. Chocolate coated
Or
peanuts. Yeah, they're good.
puka. This is kind of
Don't
like
know that one.
Koala no March, but instead, the shapes. I don't know what the shapes are. They're more abstract and they're not printed on, but they're the same kind of thing. This uh, thin shell filled with chocolate. Yeah, puka. Yeah. Well, here's that uh, Yukimi Daifuku, the ice cream wrapped in the mochi.
Right, okay.
And Topo.
Topo, I do know.
Yeah, yeah. Which do you prefer, Poki or Topo?
Ah, it's been ages, but I think Topo is more my
Yeah,
liking, as I
I
recall. How
I
about you?
me too. I mean, one thing I liked about Topo, so Poki, if they get slightly warm, they'll stick together, right? The chocolate is warm enough just to melt a little bit, then they'll stick together or whatever,
Mhm.
and Or if the stick breaks, then you end up having to pick up the chocolate part of it, of the pokey thing.
Ah, right, right,
Where
right.
with
Yes,
cocoa, the
uh-huh.
flavoring is on the inside, right? So
On the
there,
inside.
you're
That's right.
it melts a little bit. It's not going to stick to the one next to it. It breaks in the middle. It's okay. It's clean all the way down. So yeah, I like
Dan,
cocoa.
you've got that munching down to a science.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Man,
Oh yeah, the spicy
dude.
potato chips, Boku
Yeah,
habanero. Yeah.
right. Spicy potato chips are really good. Yes, I've had those numerous times. Those are good.
There,
Give
what?
me the
Yeah.
spicy
So
ones,
there's this
man.
one. This one's relatively new to this Boku habanero. Since habanero was popular, but from before that there was caramucho. Remember the caramucho?
Yes, sure. Caramucho. I like caramucho.
Yeah, basically the same kind
Uh,
of thing, a spicy potato chip, except that I think that they use the cayenne peppers, whereas this uses the habanero peppers. But
habanero.
yeah,
Right.
similar type of idea. And then how about the supamucho?
Super mucho. My wife loves the
Oh,
super mucho.
yeah.
She can just, and it is good.
Yeah, me too. I first I liked the caramucho, but then I tried the supamucho, and it's like, oh yeah, I like things that are a little bit sour, spy. I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
the it is good. It is good. And here's the jagarico here I
Yep. Jagabi,
talked about.
jagariko. Yeah, yeah.
Jagarico,
Jagariko,
yeah.
and then jagabi. Yeah,
Jagabi, yeah.
by the same company. Um, oh, there's caramucho right next to it.
Yeah, there's caramucho you were just talking about.
But yeah, jagariko, it's stick shaped potatoes, and these are the same thing, but these have like been these are the jagariko. They actually mashed up the potatoes and like extrude them into long sticks, into stick shapes, right? Whereas
Mhm.
the jagabi are, I think, just naturally cut potatoes that they have like deep fried,
Yeah,
flash fried or whatever into a
I
light
think you're right about
crispy.
that.
There's a
Exactly,
real thick
exactly.
natural cut potatoes. What do they say? Stick shaped potato snack with salad cheese and yeah. Yeah, so anyway, those are both from the same company, and yeah, they're both pretty good alternatives to potato chips, but basically the same thing, but in a different shape. Jaga pukuru, I don't know what that is.
Not familiar with that either.
Bakoke?
Yeah. Not familiar with that,
Looks
no.
like a senbei. It just looks like a
Okay.
senbei, like this shape of senbei. I don't know. Could be something different. Japanese time from two
Mhm,
seconds. It's a
mhm.
thin banana-shaped senbei. Yeah, with various flavors added. Okay, yeah, so it is a senbei.
Hmm,
Now, wasabi.
okay.
I like these. Among potato chips, among the Japanese potato chips, wasabi are one of my favorites, actually.
Really? I haven't tried it.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
me.
I don't eat that many potato
I
chips.
don't
They
either.
tend to
I don't
be
either. But
too salty and yeah, but
if I was going to choose a Japanese potato chip, to eat, this is be among my top picks. Yeah.
I would I'll try that.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, because I love wasabi flavor. It is wasabi flavor, I take it, right?
Yes. Yep. Wasabi
Okay.
and beef flavor, so it's
Wasabi and
good.
beef flavor. Okay.
Yeah. Happy
Dori
turn. So
tacos.
don
Oh,
tacos.
Happy Tan? Happy
Yeah.
Tan I do
Happy
like,
Tan.
yeah.
Happy Tan.
Happy
This is
Tan I've
another one
had
that's
many,
popular
many,
with
many times.
children
Yeah.
too. This is
Yeah.
it's a fairly easy to eat
Greasy to eat. It's a
senbei like
softer senbei.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Mhm.
And my
Mhm.
daughter used to like to eat this when when she was younger.
I'll take Happy Tan, sure. Those are good.
Yeah, Don Tacos is basically the Japanese
Don
version of
tacos, isn't it?
Doritos. Yeah,
That's right.
Don
Okay.
Tacos. Yeah, basically Doritos, but produced by the Japanese company, I guess. And then,
Mhm.
Apollo, just this shaped chocolate, right? It's basically the Kinoko no Yama without the stick on it.
Yeah,
I guess I
that's
don't know.
right.
And then Kit Kat. Oh
Kit Kat,
my
of
God.
course, everybody knows Kit Kat, but this is green tea.
I mean, my God, Kit Kat,
Wow.
it was originally American, but then it came to
Yeah,
Japan and it just
it
took
took
off.
off,
I
didn't it?
mean, yeah, I mean, there are more varieties of Kit Kat in Japan than anywhere in the world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
They
Have
just,
you tried the green tea?
yeah, And again,
I
I
haven't.
yeah, it's I mean it's good, but yeah, I like I said, I've kind of run the course with the green tea, so yeah, just not a big
Yeah.
fling for me. So uh Umaimbo,
Okay.
Umaimbo, yeah,
Umimbo. Yeah.
yeah,
There you go.
Oreo soft cookies, yeah.
Oreos.
Oh, cup ramen,
Cup
but this
ramen.
this is
Yeah.
not cup ramen. This is Baby Star ramen. So this is meant to be
Hmm.
eaten. It looks like cup
As a
ramen,
snack,
right?
it looks
But
like
yeah,
cup ramen,
but
right?
it's meant to be eaten, fresh out. Not you don't cook it. You don't put water on it.
I think
That's
it is actually dried noodles, right?
I think
Or is it?
they've made it a little more a little somehow they've made it a little bit softer. I mean, they got the idea because some people were actually, they didn't have water. They were actually snacking on the noodles, right? And they saw, they took that idea and ran with it and said, hey,
Hmm.
we could make it so that people could actually do that. And yeah, it's become popular. This Baby Star ramen, yeah,
Cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Great,
Ototo,
Dan. Yeah. Ototo. Yeah.
another one that my
Seen it.
daughter ate. When she was very small. Again, one of those puffy. The
Mm.
thin. They're puffy air on the inside instead of chocolate on the inside. But like the Kuala Namarch or the Puka, these Ototo or the crispy outside, but with just air on the inside. So good for kids.
Cool. 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 Yeah. Great. Dan, did you get your second shot yet?
Nope,
Yours is that's right. Yours is coming at the beginning of August. Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, yeah.
I've got mine today,
Yeah. Okay.
so I'm gonna head off here and have some lunch, and then yeah, go get jabbed.
Go get jabbed.
Go get jabbed.
Here's that
Yeah.
magic goo.
Uh, yeah. To end it, I'm gonna try this Kare-sen here.
Okay.
Just to end it off here on a good note, maybe. Um, have you tried it? There we
No,
go.
no. Like I said, senbei, I don't dislike them, but if I'm gonna eat something, I'll choose something else if it's available.
Mm, just the curry flavor is awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it. This is one of the few things I buy regularly, but not even that regularly.
Okay.
Mm.
All righty then.
Again, these will go to my students later, probably.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You say that on camera, and then off camera, he's pounding them down left and right. Yeah.
You got to say it on camera. You know what I mean?
Oh, but your students will
I don't
see
think
that and say,
I
"Hey,
won't eat the.
teacher, where's our senbei?
Yeah,
You said
where's our
on your."
senbei? Right? Yeah. I couldn't eat the whole thing much. I mean, it would take me 2 weeks to eat the whole thing myself, probably. I'll have a couple, give them away. I'll give them away as bribery in class.
There
Come
you
on,
go.
students.
There you go.
Let's have team English competition. The winner
Right on.
gets senbei. Yay.
Yep. Right on.
Thank you very much today, Dan. Great,
Been
great
good.
addition to have your showing on the websites there, the web pages there. Thank you so much.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
It was really good.
yeah, I like I said, I don't snack that often, and yeah, I just thought if we're going to talk about, I mean, yeah, I thought there were
Sure,
definitely two sides to it. Or, actually
definitely.
3 points that I want to make. One was the traditional, snacks. Two is the popular snacks that you see in the supermarket all the time today. And three
Right.
was, what we talked about, the Kumamoto, the local snacks that we're familiar with too. So
Yeah, absolutely. It made a well-rounded presentation and discussion today. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Yeah.
cool.
Mm. And yes, hopefully I'll get my sharing system back in order. I'll try to go
Your sharing system?
wired next time
Oh,
because it looked blurry right when I was
yeah.
sharing, when I was presenting my screen. I'm not sure why that was.
Yeah, I don't know
It wasn't
either.
coming out well
Mm,
today.
yeah.
It usually does.
Yeah. Yeah, this,
Yeah, today it's weird.
going wired with the wired Ethernet. I just tried that yesterday, and I know normally when I'm broadcasting, like every once in a while, I'll look up, that screen, that little notice will pop up, your bad internet connection or whatever, right? Bad connection. and then, you know, a
Yes.
few minutes later, it'll come back and it'll be a green one that says good connection, you know, and
Hmm,
I mean,
hmm.
that'll happen a couple, 3 times, you know, during a broadcast, but since I've gone wired, I haven't noticed the bad connection notice coming up.
Well, that's great. Okay. Yeah,
So
maybe there is
maybe
something to that then.
yeah, maybe that's the way to go. I may try to
Yeah.
do that at home also. Make is I've got, you know, right now I'm all Wi-Fi at home, but I may string a cable. Wait a minute. At home, all I've got is my laptops. My MacBooks don't
Oh,
have a Ethernet connection built in. I'm gonna have
oh,
to plug
right.
that.
You know, you can get an adapter.
Yeah.
Mine
Actually, oh,
mine does
that's
have
right.
an Ethernet connection. Yeah.
That's right.
Did I show you mine? It does have one. So yeah,
You're what?
my adapter.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I just got,
Right.
the, Anker, 13-in-1 adapter. Did I tell you about that?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I just
Doesn't
got
that
that.
have a an
Yes,
Ethernet?
it does,
Yeah.
it does.
Okay.
So I
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
just
there
gotta
you go.
plug that in.
Okay.
So, yeah, that should
Cool.
help. That should help. Yeah, cool.
Well, good. I'm going to do that too. And again, thank you very much, Dan.
Yep, yep.
Excellent.
And thanks for
Excellent.
everybody
Good.
for
Thank.
watching. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mercy,
Thank you,
for,
everybody, for
yeah,
watching.
for
Great.
giving Jeff
It
20
was a
cents
fun
there,
day.
you know?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mercy, for the 20 cents. Yeah. Whatever
Alrighty
the
then.
high five award, isn't it? Thank
Yep,
you very much. The
yep,
high award. Yeah.
yep, the high award. Yep.
Great. Great.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you. And we'll see
Alright.
you next time.